Hello, everyone. Hi, all students and partners that we are welcoming now to our session, open day, live open day. We'll have student who studied at Niagara College, Toronto. We'll have some useful information, useful tip that you may have for your success application this academic year. I'm glad to see everyone here. My name is Anna, and I'm a business developer manager at Niagara College, Toronto. And today we'll have two speakers actually. So I'll talk about their practical thing, how to apply some useful tips, because I'm also advisor for students for many years, how to choose the appropriate program and how to succeed in applications, how to write motivation letters. So I had a huge experience with these things to help students. So I'll share with you my side, and of course we'll have our student, his name is Begzat. He's from Kazakhstan actually, and he recently finished Niagara College, Toronto, and now he's working in Canada. Begzat will join us later. And I hope that everyone hear and see me. Guys, I just wondering who are you? Let's introduce. If you are a student, please write us in the chat box. And if you are a student advisor or you work as a student recruiter agent, please write letter 8A in the chat box. Okay. Guys, I want to see you. Hi. Hi, Fred. Nice to see you. Anyone else? Okay, guys, so I hope that we have students there as well. And let's move forward. So today we're gonna talk about the Niagara College, Toronto. What is that? Why you are here? Why your agent invite you to this session? Of course, we'll talk about their application tips. As I say that I will share my experience with you. We'll talk about the motivation letter. Is it required for Niagara College, Toronto? My personal advice regarding their motivation letter writing, so what you need to include there, and and other stuff. Of course, we'll talk about what you need to do next, and we'll have our student in this session, so he will share with you his success story with NCT in Canada, and you can ask him for questions regarding their admissions to Canada and to Niagara College, Toronto. Okay. This is Niagara College, Toronto. We public-private partnership institution, and we have a lot of benefits for the students. And let me talk about something. Previously, you saw the slide with our new campus. I will show it a little bit later. I'm sorry, just had something with my presentation. So guys, why students choose Niagara College, Toronto? First of all, we have high quality programs that have all accreditations and approvals from Minister of Education of Canada, Minister of Education of Ontario. You get diploma from public college, you are studying on a public program. So this program is fully approved and have all accreditation that required. Okay. So this is the main thing that you need to know, because it's vitally important in Canada to obtain the diploma, because for some students you want to try to work in Canada after the graduation, so you need the post-graduation work permit after that. And most of the students know that public programs in Canada allow students to live in Canada after graduation and work up to 3 years. So you eligible to get the post-graduation work permit in Canada after Niagara College Toronto programs. Okay. Of course, we, as most of colleges in Canada, we are fully support international students, because we understand that you came from thousands of kilometers away from your home, and you need someone who will help you with the accommodation, with some adaptation process, where to buy the cell phone, where to buy the SIM card, where to go, where to eat, how to purchase their ticket for the tram, etc. These all things. So we have excellent student service that supports students in all steps that they may have. So you'll be sure that college will support you in all terms. And if you have some troubles with English, maybe you don't have the required level of English, so we'll talk about the admission requirements next in the next step. But if you do not have required English requirements, you can easily take the English for academic purposes on campus. So you can study English in Niagara College, Toronto. Also, we have some partner school that offers you their ESL programs online, so you can be in your home country and you can study English there. And as I say that we have fantastic location. So we are located in a downtown of Toronto. At this moment, we have a fantastic campus educational house in a College Street. And there is the metro station next to our building in the college. But starting from January 2023, we are opening the brand new campus. And so just sharing with you how it will look like. It will be the modern building in the modern community. There will be a few buildings with renovated classrooms, with labs. So you will have cafes, lounge, all things that you need for your convenient studying, for your lifestyle, you will have there. And of course, when we talk about education in Canada and education at all, so it's not just about the building with some classrooms. Of course, you need something extra. You need to go somewhere with your classmates. You need to drink a cup of tea or something like that. So our location is a perfect thing, because here we have gym, we have cafes, we have libraries, we have even some shopping thing that you can purchase your things for yourself. So I think that it's great when you can study in downtown Toronto. So all this life, like big city life, is nearby you, and you can enjoy it, and of course you can achieve more because you have like a source of inspiration, not limited, right? Because you have some companies head offices next to your building, next to your institution. So after their classes you can work. And I heard the new announcements from the IRCC consultant from this Friday. It was an announcement. The Canada government, IRCC, they started a new project where students will be eligible to work during his studies, like almost the full time. So it can be up to 40 hours per week. Recently, we had the opportunity to study and work in Canada while studying up to 20 hours per week. And now the government will allow students to work up to 40 hours per week. So that's great for students who want to get more practice. And slightly move on regarding the admission tips to Canada, because when you decide to study in Canada, you need to have the specific plan of your life. What do you want to do, and what you see, like how do you see your future in 5 years? I know that this is the question is not relevant nowadays because we had pandemic, we had some wars, and we can't predict what will happen next. However, when you plan your future, I mean the educational future, first of all, you need to realize what the labor market require now. So is this program popular? Do they need such specialist as I want to study? And guys, when you choose the program, you need to look at this precisely. You need to understand if you can implement this knowledge into the practice. I mean that if you want to like try to work in Canada while studying after your studies, you need to understand if this program will help you to do what you want to do. But you can also go to another country for living, right? So you want to get the education in Canada, I mean that in an English speaking country, and maybe you want to go to, I don't know, Mexico. So you need to understand if this program is relevant to your labor market. So this is the first tip that we need to underline when you choose the program. This program should be relevant to the labor market where you want to work. This is the first thing first. Secondly, you need to pay attention on the programs, on their duration, because when we talk about the computer programming, for example, you need to get to specific skills, specific knowledge, and start working. IT industry nowadays, so they require more practical skills rather than educational background. And if we look to statistics, we'll see that students, like young specialists is better to say, young specialist who has a 2-year diploma program from college in Canada, plus 2 years of the work experience in the company, IT company. And we'll compare the student who has a bachelor's degree and 0 experience. So the young specialist who has 2 years work experience plus 2 years of education, he will succeed more rather than student who have 0 experience. Okay, so just want to claim that maybe you don't know, maybe you know already, but college in Canada is a higher institution. You can be acceptable to Canadian college, to Canadian programs in colleges after completion of your full high school. So you can't enter the college after the 9th grade or 10th grade. You need to finish the full high school, and after that you will be eligible to apply to Canadian college. So education in Canada, it's a little bit different rather than in most countries. So we have there some specific programs, as I say, diploma programs, each just 2 years of studies. And most of these programs, such as business sales and marketing, that we have at NCT College. Computer programming. This program consists practical part in the last semester. So you will have the practice during the last semester at the college, and you will get a lot of hands-on experience that you can use for your full-time job. You can write this in your CV. You will be eligible to get the recommendation letters. That is vitally important for your future company, okay? And when we talk about the admission requirements is pretty simple, but in some way they're tricky. So as I say, that you need to show if you apply after the school and you choose the undergraduate program, you need to send us your high school certificate. But if you don't have this high school certificate at this specific moment, you can send us transcripts. As well, when you finish the high school, you can you need to send us the high school certificate. So to be fully admitted, you need to perform the certificate from the full completion of the program. But as I say, when you are on the last year of studying, and the admission process to Canada starts in 9 months before, so you don't have the certificate at this specific moment of time when we start to accept documents from students. So you need to perform the transcript from the school, and you need to translate it into English. So all documents need to be translated in English. And of course that we have the requirements for in terms of English proficiency for international students. So if we have students who studied in non-English speaking country, they need to perform one of their certificates language exam. So I'll show it now, and just a quick information for students who already have bachelor's degree. For example, you finished in your home country the bachelor's degree, you can apply to us for the postgraduate program. For example, we have fantastic program in hospitality management, international business management. This program will require from you the bachelor's degree and transcript as well. So if you are the last year for bachelor's degree, you need to get the transcript from your university for the first, second, and the third year of studying. So we need to see the dynamics. How did you study? Regarding the grades, some students ask me if we have some minimum requirements for your achievement. I can say yes. So we want to see 75% and more achievement of your results. So for example, if you study in Ukraine, we have 12 grade system, and if it's 75%, we say that the student need to have the average score 8 points out of 12 to be successfully admitted to the program. And the second one requirement, as I say, that look at this specifically, what do we accept? We accept different language exams. So we accept Cambridge exams, we accept IELTS academic, we accept Duolingo, we accept TOEFL, and also we accept Pearson test. And if you want to study after the school with Niagara Coast Toronto, you need to get the 6.0 by IELTS score. Please keep in mind that we require IELTS academic, not IELTS general. Or you can also pass Duolingo test. Duolingo test you can pass from your home. You can do it easily, anytime, and we require minimum 105, 110 points for the program, for the undergraduate program. For graduate certificates, we have more strict requirements. So we require 6.5 by IELTS. However, no individual band below 5.5. So that's great because some of you maybe have troubles with the writing session. If you in writing part is the most complicated in IELTS. So guys, if you have the requirements from the college for 5.5, it's great, because to get 6.0, believe me, I passed IELTS. I know that it's really hard to do it from the first site. And regarding their exams, I want to see you guys there. Maybe someone already passed IELTS. Can you please write me here in the chat box, yes, why, if you passed already IELTS or Duolingo, and no, if you do not. Okay, so if you are shy, that's okay, I understand you, but yes, so please prepare your questions for our student that we have for you. And motivation letter, guys. When we talk motivation letter, most of colleges and Niagara College Toronto, we do not have their, it's not a must to perform the motivation letter to the institution. But you need to keep in mind that motivation letter is the way how you can perform your intention regarding studying in specific institution to the admission officer. So we want to see why did you choose this college? Why did you choose this program? So we need to understand how we can help you, and if we can help you actually with your studies, with your plans. So to make a 100% match, of course, I do recommend you to write motivation letters to institutions, to colleges and universities, because you can explain your situation, you can explain your goals, and this letter should be structured, because admission officer get hundreds of letters from students, and actually they do not have a lot of time to to read the poems for 5 pages about your your childhood, about your life, I don't know, in some country. So if this information is not relevant for your application, you don't need to put this. So what you need to cover in your motivation letter. So this is my tips, personal, and I recommend you, of course, introduce yourself and your current occupation. I recommend you to say that why did you choose to study in Canada at Niagara College, Toronto? So your simple attention in 2-3 sentences: why Canada, why Toronto, why Niagara College, Toronto. And the second part that you need to cover is why did you choose this program of studies? For example, why did you choose computer programming? Maybe you have some I'm sorry, leading to this program. Maybe you were fancy about writing some scripts or codes from the childhood, since you're 7 years old student from the primary school, but you have interest to computer programming, and you learned a lot of things by yourself. So please include this information to the letter. And of course, we want to see your plans for your career plans, what you want to do after graduation. And the thing that I think that it's really important to show that your opinion, how this program will help you achieve your goals. I mean that if you want to be, I don't know, the top manager at, let's say, some bank company, TD Bank, for example, in Canada, how business accounting program will help you. So you need to show that this program maybe give you the relevant education, relevant knowledge that important for you to start networking things. So you need to make a research. So what I advise you, when we talked previously about the programs, we say that you need to look at the programs. It need to be relevant for your labor market. The second thing that you need to think that if this program can give you, what do you expect from this program? So there's million intentions of students. For some students, the real intention is come to Canada, get business education, back to their home country and start their own business. For some, is to stay in Canada, work in Canada, maybe stay, live in Canada. So it depends on you guys, what do you want to do, and how do you see these things going on. Okay. Do you have any questions regarding the admissions, regarding the live in Canada to me? Please feel free to ask the questions, because we are here for you, especially for you. Okay, if you will have some questions after this session and you need to listen the testimonials of the students, you can always go to our YouTube page. Here you will find the video recordings with our students. They shared their life experience in Canada, their experience with Niagara College, Toronto. And guys, what I want to say that what I really like at Niagara College, Toronto, that we have excellent career support team. So we work with students from the first day of your studies with us. We help you to create the motivation letter, to create your own brand, to perform your best sites on LinkedIn. And of course, all these things will come to the general picture of the successful young employee that is looking for job. Okay, so here you see some different stories of students from Latin America, from UK, from Europe, from Nigeria, from CIS countries. And as I say that now we'll have the student who originally from Kazakhstan and had experience in studying in Canada with Niagara College Toronto, and with after that he started working in Canada, and I believe that Bigzat will share his experience with you shortly. So, and meanwhile, when we are waiting for our student, let me remind you that you can always contact your agent, you can contact your representative in your home country to help you with admission process, because believe me guys, in some thing that it's really important to have the personal advisor who will help you with program choosing, with application process. And when we talk about Niagara College Toronto, students who apply from by agents, so get help with some recruiters. They have the specific promo code. You don't need to pay the application fee that is $100. So you will pay zero for your application, but it's common for colleges to pay for application when you apply to the college. And I see there that we have our student Bigzat. Hi, good morning.
Hello, hello, Anna. Good morning.
Hi, it's nice to meet you here in the morning. Thank you for joining us today. We have students from different countries who join us to listen our success stories. And I just want to ask you briefly introduce yourself. Where are you from? What was your background when you went to Canada?
Okay, sure, no problem. Hello, everyone. My name is Bekzat. So I'm just graduated like 1 month ago from International Business Management Program from Niagara College, Toronto. And my background is chemical engineering. So I came to Canada as a chemical engineer. So I'm graduated from business management, and now currently I'm applied for work permit, work permit, and I'm looking for a full-time job in soccer-related field, because when I came to Canada, I started to work as a soccer coach. And now I'm also doing like program coordinating, program managing roles in soccer field. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right.
Brilliant. And the thing that is, I think that it's a concern question for all students. What was your first experience when you came to Canada? Did you scary because you went to another country, an English-speaking country? Did you have the relevant IELTS results, or you studied English in Canada?
Okay, so I came to Canada through the IELTS courses. I passed the English test, English exams, and then I'm graduated from 2 programs, like Niagara College, and from 2 programs, project management and international business management. So the first time it was a bit scary because I didn't know English like super good, super well, because I didn't have enough practice from my country. But here in Canada, people, and especially professors, teachers, like they're all kind, they're all welcome, they're helping you, they're like cheering you, they don't judge you with your accent or your English knowledge. So it's like super friendly environment, not only like in college, like everywhere in your workplace, like in public. So if you have like some scary about like your language knowledge, so don't worry about that. Like you can improve here. Like people is helping you a lot. So yeah, like
Yeah, you feel
just
like
do it
you're
and try.
comfortable. Yeah, so everyone is friendly in Canada, open to help you and assist you with that. And so while you were in Kazakhstan, why did you choose Canada? Because of that, because Canada is friendly?
Not only because of this, so also because of like accessible and affordable education, like one of the best in the world. So it's also in terms of me, I choose Canada because it's cheaper than in Europe, for example, and it's I choose because I found like a postgraduate program. It's not like a master degree program. It's more way cheaper, and also the first reason why I came here is because of my brother, because I already have a family member here in Canada. So for me, it was a bit easier to find like education pathway to my life. So and I think for the second reason, it was international students that here in Toronto especially, like you can meet people from all over the world, not only from like Canada, from like South America or Europe. You can meet even the people from my region, like from like bordering countries in from Central Asia, like yeah, and everyone is open, everyone is kind, like, and everyone is ready to share their knowledge, experience. So, yeah.
Always happy to help. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. And you live in Toronto, so you went to Toronto from the first day of your stay in Canada. You went to Toronto and you live in Toronto, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, and can you tell me about the pros and cons to live in Toronto in a big city? Because some students, they're scared to live or like in a big city. They think that it's really expensive and maybe they need to go to the small city. So why they need to choose Toronto and why not?
Okay, so okay, let's start with why not. Why not? It's really like a expensive city, but not the way like, for example, like Vancouver. And but yeah, it's expensive first reason. The second thing, I'd say maybe public transport sometimes difficult to get to from point A to point B, for example. Like you need to spend like more than 1 hour. Like yeah. What else? And the third point, I would say maybe about to find like a good um, apartment by rent apartment by price and by location, like which it will be close to your like college, university. But yeah, but if you'll try to like to find it like in advance, like in months, in like some weeks, it will be easier. So, and the good things, the advantages of studying in Toronto is different cultures, different people. You can meet everywhere, like in college, in your work, in your neighborhood, like doesn't matter. Second advantage, like it's a lot of opportunities to find a work, like which is matching your like goals, what you really want. I mean, not just working as a, like a general labor. You can find like from all places according to
Yeah.
So can I
Some qualified, some specific
Yes, some
one and qualified one.
yeah, some specific one qualified, which is matching your desires. So yeah, and the third point, I would say a lot of activities. Doesn't matter, like sport activity, like entertainment activity. You can find anywhere, like especially with Niagara College Toronto, they're doing a lot of student activities, which just cultural activities, cinema activities, sport activities, like yeah. So you will receive a lot of notification to your email, and if you're active, you could participate there. Yeah, so there's a lot of opportunities for you to grow as a person, as a student, like as a worker. So the main thing, if you use it, like if you facilitate it, you'll be successful. If you just ignore it, that's okay. But yeah, but if you participate, it will be much easier to adopt, like to align with Canadian life.
Yeah, so what I want to add to your actually your words, I agree in one way, but on the other hand, my husband, he studied in Canada as well, but he lived in a small city, so it's 1 hour away from Toronto, and he also studied in Toronto for language courses as you are, and we also compare like two cities, and I just want to say add information, right? So when you are in Canada, you need to understand that US and Canada towns and cities, they're built for the car drivers. And when you're in a big city like in Toronto, yeah, you maybe have difficulties to get from one side to another side. You need to spend a lot of time, like 1 hour. However, you have transport availability. You have the metro, you have trams, you have buses. But if you come to the small city, you will have the buses that is riding in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes. So it's a problematically to get from the college to the downtown. And when we talk about the students who are just come from the school, so they're 17 years old, most of them do not have driving license yet. So that's why in a small city, it could be the problem to get from point A to point B. And the thing about the work, so you say the really brilliant word that if you want to find work, if you want to find a part-time job in Canada, it's better to choose first the big city. So as we say that you need to put your background first. You need to get some work experience, feel that you are in Canada, feel comfortable, feel confident already. And after that, you can consider to move to the small city when you have driving license, you have car, you have work, and you can move to small city to enjoy your life with your family. But if you're a young specialist as Beck, so it's better to start your career in Toronto because you have a lot of options. You have something that inspire you to work there. Okay, so that's great that you have pros and cons because we are people. Of course, we have all things that we like most or we don't like. But I just want to know that you mentioned that Niagara College Toronto had a lot of activities like to cheer up students and involve there in the culture. Can you tell me what was your experience with NCT? Did you like it? Did you get some new friends? I mean, that networking things, knowledge that is required for your job search now and your career success in Canada?
Yeah, improved my networking skills, like my communication skills. So I didn't participate a lot in person activities because I'm started like during the lockdown restrictions. So I started more like online, and we had that more like online like connection. So, but it was still like useful, beneficial for me because I met like different people from different cultures. So so yeah, it's helped me a lot, like to improve my communication skills, like how to not scary to talk to people, how to not scary to watch to the eyes, like to always talk, share your background, introduction, like experience. Yeah. So
Okay, that's great. And so you entered NCT when it was like online sessions, and now a student they're studying in campus. So I think that they have more options.
yeah.
And I just want to know if you visited the main campus. Is it real in downtown? So is it good location for student? Just your
Yeah,
opinion.
I just visited maybe one time because we still studied online. But it's yes, accessible. It's not far from subway. It's like maybe like 2 minutes, like 3 minutes from subway. It's located like right in the middle of downtown, like right in downtown. It's super accessible place. So I don't know about how to access if you have a car, because I had like one friend who had a car. So for him, it was, I think, a bit difficult to find a parking slot, like but I don't know like how he figured out that issue. But I think like new campus is relocated to new place. Yep. Or it's the
Yeah,
same.
right.
Yeah. Now it's
It's not so
new.
far.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that car parking is a big deal, not just for students, for everyone who in a big city. So as we talk that we have pros and cons there. So yeah, if you use your private car, you need to think about it in advance. But if you are just a students who just came to Canada and you don't have the car, I think that it's great that you can get to the college by metro, because you don't need to not know much about the city to get to from your home to your studies. Okay, I think that I have one more, not question. I just want to know from your side. So, what do you advise for students who just think to study in Canada? What do they need to expect, and what do they need to know before applying to the college? Some tips from your experience.
Yeah, sure. So I think uh, the the first tip is like to choose the right program for yourself, like right majority, like specialization, like which you will study next, like 1 year, 2 years, or 4 years, depending on what depending on what your needs. So yeah, start to picking right program for you, because this program then will be with your life like for a long time. So I mean, from here it will be much easier to find a job after your graduation. So choose the right program for yourself. But if you do a wrong choice, you can transfer it, you can change during the education, but it will be difficult, not easy. So like keep your stress and nervous like in advance, like try to do the right choice before. And what else? Plan your finance, like budget, like the same in advance, that your financial needs will advise your like study, your like family budget, your budget, like that you can afford everything. Yeah. And maybe try to learn in your country some like new skills which can be used in your future part-time job. So you can save your time right now. You can do, for example, how to work as a barista in your country, or and then you can just come here and apply for barista like part-time jobs, because for sometimes like for newcomers it's difficult to find like high qualified job because you don't have experience or education, and you need to start like from like general labor works or with like another jobs not related to your education or your needs.
Thank you for joining us, Bexat. Thank you for your time that you spend with us and share your personal experience, because it's really important to students to hear from the real student who studied in Canada, his experience. Thank you so much, and we wish you all the best in job finding. I hope that you will get fantastic experience in Toronto. You will achieve your goals, and we are always happy to help you as the college. So
Yeah.
because you are our alumni, and we are always staying in touch with our alumni and happy to assist you.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. It was happy to join you, share my experience. Like, wish all good luck to all future students. And yeah, don't worry about like pre-university, pre-college steps. So it will be all will be good. Like in future, you will see. Yeah, thank you, and bye.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.